In there, it's not really about looking good, it's about your life.
Didn't know the amount, expensive new favors I couldn't even pronounce. No gun polish, just sticking the party. Hope nobody gets out of their body. Got himself hurt, he was full of that money. We ain't even wanna have to kill nobody.
You know, we don't have nothing like this in prison or when you're incarcerated. This is all fancy shit.
Yeah.
You got water bags, body weight, pull-ups, dips. I don't know how many pull-ups and dips I did in prison. A lot, way too many.
Did you ever count them while you were doing them, or you just go till you couldn't go anymore?
No, sometimes. I would do like 10 sets, 10 sets of 10 or 40 sets of 10. It was a lot. You know, you do like 10 different variations of pull-ups.
What do you grab onto?
Neutral.
Just bars?
Yeah, like this. It's just body weight stuff. And then dips, you just do dips anywhere. I mean, it's like a jungle gym. It's like a kid's jungle gym, right?
Yeah.
You know, you go to the jungle gym out here right now for little kids, except you got jungle gym in prison. You literally have, it's like a jungle gym for kids. So
Yeah.
depending on how big the yard is, or if it's reception. When I was in Tracy, I remember they just had these long lines, and I was like, what are these lines for? You got to get in turn to do pull-ups. We're talking long lines. We're talking like, you know, just one after another. So it'd be like maybe 20, 30, 40 guys. Just, you know, you go do your pull-ups, and you got to go at the back of the bus, wait in line, fuck around, and do your pull-ups, and you literally wait and go do pull-ups. Or dips was like that too. So every place is going to be different.
Yeah.
So you do pull-ups, dips, lunges. I remember one time lunging for like a whole entire yard time. And then sometimes yards like an hour and a half, just straight, just lunges, body weight, no break. In the rain, running. You have magazines that you can use for weight. You grab like a broomstick. This is metal, but this would be easy. But you grab like a stick, makeshift, with magazines or water bags. You grab
To weigh it down?
for weight. Yeah, for weight. You can do curls. You could do overhead tricep extension. Just anything with resistance. Oh, a shirt.
How heavy would you be able to get them, you think? How much weight?
I'll fill up the whole entire water. Well, it's, I don't know. how
Get
much-
like 30,
I'm not-
50 pounds, something like that?
Oh, it's more than that.
More?
Yeah, it's more than that. And then you get 2 of them or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you take a shirt and then you put it inside of a shirt and then you put a handle. You can also roll up a magazine, right? Because if you roll up a magazine, that's a pretty good handle. Magazines would be good, but you have to have the same stack of magazines, and you tie them up and you just use them as dumbbells. Believe me, you get really creative.
Yeah.
And then with push-ups, you do push-ups with somebody on your back. Dips, you can also do it with somebody on your shoulders. Sometimes it'd always be like little bars, depending on what the jungle gym would look like.
Yeah.
But I would get on my knees, and then my friend would get on my shoulders, and he'd hold up on top, and you'd just do squats with body weight, and then you'd take turns.
Nice. I think I've seen videos of that before. It's footage of that.
Oh yeah, then you do step ups, of course. You can do step ups inside your cell on the toilet. Burpees. Oh my God, I lost count of how many burpees I did. There's many different variations of burpees, but the ones that I primarily did were 22 count burpees. So there's a Spartan burpee, which I think is pretty cute because you just go down and then you come up. So that's one. But the burpees that I used to have to do were 22 counts. So it's down 1. Then you run in place. Then the next person goes. So I did 100 of those. So usually daily, sometimes twice a day. Then you can do a 44 count burpee, and the 44 count burpee is 10. So you go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Damn.
That's one. So I do
That's
100
one?
of those. That's one.
Oh my God.
Well, it's in there. It's not really about looking good. It's about your life,
Yeah.
Right? So the more cardiorespiratory endurance you have to fight off people, the better off you're going to be. So guess what? Doing shit like this increases your cardiorespiratory endurance.
Yes, seems like it's really good for functional strength. Having somebody sit on your shoulders while you squat too.
Oh yeah.
Just makes you strong as fuck.
Yep. You get really creative. And then
How's your cardio now?
pretty good, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Not as good as when you were locked up though.
No. No, not that good. But like if I were to do treadmill or stairs or sled, I don't necessarily got to train for it. I just hop on there and do it.
Yeah.
It's not like I want to train for it or for a show. Like I don't do any extra cardio. I just monitor my food and lift weights hard enough, and I'm good to go.
Perfect. Why waste your time with cardio?
Well, I wouldn't say waste, but if somebody had a cardiorespiratory condition, they probably need a little bit more cardio.
Yeah.
But you can, anything that increases your heart rate is cardio. Lifting weights heavy, that's cardio.
You're one of the only bodybuilders I know that doesn't do like treadmill for a show or consistent cardio. Everybody else talks about doing cardio, like on a treadmill or on a step mill.
Well, if you understand the Krebs cycle, not to get too sciencey, but hypothetically, when you're on the treadmill, the stairs, or the bike, or the rower, what's the primary energy source that you're using to produce the work?
Carbs.
Well, initially it'd be ATP, CP. And then after that, it'd be glycolysis, which is stored in your muscles. And then after that is oxidative state. But everybody's different. So it could take 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get into oxidative state. And a lot of people only do about 20 minutes. So by the time they tap into it, they stop. So what energy source are you primarily using?
I don't know. Tell me.
ATP, CP, glycolysis. I mean, we go through all of them. Oxidative, right? In order for me to get from here to there, if I were to sprint, a fat molecule takes too long to break down. So I got to use ATP, CP.
Yeah.
Then I got to use glycolysis. But if I produce work all day in here, and I'm walking around 12 hours a day, I'm gonna be tapping into fat.
Yeah.
So I'm on my feet, so I don't need to do extra cardio.
Because you're already doing that endurance.
If I was a runner and if I was training for a marathon or I needed to improve my run time, I'm probably gonna have to do cardio. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
But that's also my sport. So my sport's bodybuilding. They're not gonna ask me how much time I spent on a treadmill, how much cardio I did. They're just gonna wanna know why I didn't look the way that I was supposed to look. That's it. That has nothing to do with cardio.
So you can look great without cardio.
Correct. However, when you lift weights, you're still doing cardio.
Yeah. If
So
you're not taking a break.
Correct, yeah.
You take less rest time.
Yeah, less rest.
I mean, that one time I filmed you were doing like set after set after set.
Yeah, so there's a variation of training that you can do that will increase cardiorespiratory output. It doesn't have to be that.
Do you
just
do,
want to walk?
when you're not doing a show, do you take more rest time?
No.
Okay.
Kind of. I don't lift as heavy because I don't have as much food. I don't have as many calories.
But other than that, about the same?
About the same, yeah. I'll do the sled in between, like when I do legs, or sometimes I'll do sled. That's also a variation of cardio. So it's not that I'm not doing your conventional cardio.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend my time on a treadmill where I could probably spend it posing.
Yeah.
Or
Go to a rave or something.
that's cardio too.
Yeah.
I don't get tired dancing. I'll dance all night.
Yeah.
You can also maximize your time, not utilize. You can maximize your time with posing, because sometimes people don't pose properly. So you can spend as much time posing, probably utilizing the same amount of calories, if not more, from the same energy source.
Because you expend a lot from squeezing.
Correct, yeah, so isometric holds. So makes you look better on stage. Your poses are much more flush. Your transitions could be much better rather than just spending time on a treadmill. Now there's also
that's
a
a
difference.
big part of it.
Yeah, there's also a difference between lifestyles as well. So if you have a competitor that's sedentary, so sits all day, maybe I'll have them do a little bit more. But if it's a nurse and he or she is on their feet 12 to 14 hours a day like I am, there's probably no extra need to do cardio.
Got you.
I would ask what they're eating, because if they're not losing weight, then I'm gonna have to look into their food. And then if they're still not losing weight, then I probably have to look into the hormones, which I'm not a specialist, so then I refer them to somebody that's a hormone specialist, so an endocrinologist, which I have somebody to do that. I'm not a phlebotomist, so I outsource all this different stuff. I gotta stick to the things that I know and that I feel comfortable training somebody on. Food, training, posing. If it's a female, I'm not gonna show them how to pose. I'll have them work with somebody else. So it's a team of people that I like to utilize. It's a mastermind. It's not just me. It's not just one person.
I like that.
But I will say I'm not gonna do cardio.
Didn't know the amount. Expensive new berries I couldn't even pronounce. No gun polish, just sticking the party. Hope nobody gets out of their body.